Good morning, people. What's up, everybody? Hey, tired as hell, man. Got a cookout to go to today. Hang out with some family. Um, but man, I wanted to talk about a really fucking important topic, man. That you can go out and research, and you can see what the hell is going on out here. But there was a book written, and it was like the mid to the late 1800s. That was called Morals and Dogma. Morals and Dogma. And it was written by a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason named Albert Pike. And to give you a little bit of background about Albert Pike himself, he was a son of South Carolina. He was born in the early 1800s, obviously, if he wrote the book in the mid to late 1800s. He was of the Scottish Rite Lodge. He was also a Palladian. He was from the Palladian Rite. He, at one point in his life, he was also the Grand Wizard, or like the Grand, whatever they call it, of the Ku Klux Klan. He was like the top of the top of them, that organization, that occult, fucked up organization at one point. He was also, during the Confederate War, he was a brigadier general for the Confederate Army. And at the end of the war, he was tried for treason, and he was imprisoned behind his treason to his country. Now here's what's crazy. And here's how you know that you're being played. And you've always been being played, forever and a day. A year after his imprisonment for treason, for treason of his country, for betraying his country, another 33rd degree Freemason named President John Andrews pardoned him after a year of being in prison for treason. So therefore, you know, right now, you know, Masons will always look out for each other, no matter what. And you know, just look at his dossier. Everything I just told you about this guy. He was a mover and shaker in his time, and especially in the occult underground world, in the esoteric teachings and all that dark shit, the Cabal, the Talmud. They believed in all that shit. And anyway, he wrote a book called Morals and Dogma, like I said, in the mid to late 1800s. And in this book, this is also the Freemasons' like handbook. Every Freemason owns one of these. In the book foretold, I don't know if you could say he prophesized it or predicted it. I don't know, or just laid out the outlines to how that the Freemasons, the Illuminati, were going to collapse the world economy and also bring about 3 world wars. And what's ironic is everything this guy wrote in this book in like the 1860s, everything he wrote in this book has came to pass exactly like this guy says, exactly like he says. So if you get the chance, check that out, man. You could get on like YouTube, and they have like an audio version if you don't like to read or whatever, and you can just listen, smoke out and just listen to what the fuck this man wrote way back when about how everything was going to be played out and how it did get played out. And like with World War One, after they assassinated and killed Franz Ferdinand in like June of 1914, I do believe, 1913 or 1914. They assassinated him, which kicked off World War One, and World War One was set up the way he put it in the book. World War One was set up to take out the Russian czars, to take out the all the kings in Russia, and set up a communist system, and which you already know, World War came, it happened, and there is no czars no more. There's not even there's a communist system now in Russia, and this was foretold in like I said, the late 1800s, and he talks about World War II and how World War II would be set up for the Zionist Jews, that not all Jews, but the occult Jews, the Zionist Jews that believe in the Kabbalah and the Talmud and all that deep ass dark shit. It was set up for the Zionists and the Jews to battle it out, and to destroy Nazism, and to give the Zionist Jews their own sovereign state, which became Israel. After World War II happened, just like this man predicted in the book, that there would be a World War II and there would be a fall of fascism, and he didn't say Nazism at the time, but that's what it was that fell. He did say fascism though, and then the Zionist Jews that run the fucking world, the Rothschilds, the Vanderbilts. Look into all the Collinses. Look into all those family names. There's like 13 bloodlines, and the crazy shit is these bloodlines, they go back to like to the Egyptian pharaohs and to the Greek Caesars and whatnot. These motherfuckers, it's crazy. Like these same bloodlines have been around for thousands of years doing the same shit over and over. And I always say, and I truly believe this shit, man, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything, this shit is all just recycled and refined, and hey, they're pushing buttons on us. But he talks about in between World War II and World War III, they would build up the occult, Freemasons, whatever, would build up the Christian nations and would build up the communist nations and just let them sit and let them build up until they needed to be dispatched and battle each other out, which would be World War III. And he talks about, and I talk about, a video last week about how the American dollar is never going to be right again, and how they're collapsing it. And the proof is in the pudding. If you read this book, that he talked about this and how it was going to be done in the 1800s. And after World War One, America did go into a Great Depression, just like this fucking man predicted. And there ain't no gold in Fort Knox no more. There ain't no more fucking silver. America don't have no type of material type of shit to back our currency anymore. It don't mean, if there was a time in America that our dollar bill really meant something, and it was backed by gold, it was backed by silver, it was backed by hard currency, you know what I'm saying, something that you could feel physically and take home, and it could be yours. But after the Great Depression, they collapsed. They collapsed our economy, and this is what's gonna fuck you up, and this is what's really fucking crazy, man, because this is some real shit, and go look it up. How we got out of the Great Depression was, we didn't have no more gold or no more silver or anything. Our government was fucking flat busted. So what they did is they started putting every American citizen, every person that was being born, you became stock on the stock market, on Wall Street to this day. When your mother and your father signed for your birth certificate when you're a baby in the hospital, um, that's nothing more than a receipt for the state that you're from. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing more than proof that you exist on this earth. And they gonna put your ass up on the stock market. And it's crazy, but that's what it is. That American dollar. So look that shit up, man. The American dollar don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? It's backed by nothing more than our souls, our body, our physical self. And if you ever wonder why when you die they call you a corpse, it's because that's the reason. Because you're on the stock market and you're considered a corporation to these people. When you get married and you have a family, your family is considered a corporation. They're considered a business to your government. And they've already invested money into your ass. You're worth millions. As soon as you come out the womb, you don't even know it. They got money on your ass. And the shit's set in rhythm. That's why when we have crazy wars, and I do believe like the whole world is set up like this. All countries are set up like this. Because when we have wars, no matter where they take place, and all Freemasons look out for each other. It doesn't matter what color they are. It doesn't matter where they fucking come from, what language they speak. These motherfuckers are all down for each other. And just because the news is telling you they're the bad guys, they're not, for real. To the upper echelon niggas, they are all shaking hands and fucking chilling together. This is just, you know what I'm saying, the world theater being played out for you to be fucking fooled. But, man, that's what our money is backed by. Your physical self, your body, your soul. You're nothing more than a corporation. When you pass away, the proof is there in your eyes. You're nothing more than a corpse. You know what I'm saying? They cash your ass in. That's what your death certificate's for. Your death certificate proves that they can get their insurance money off of your ass. And that's crazy. So, look at that shit, man. And think twice about your government, man. And this was all predicted. Like I said, check the book out, Morals and Dogma, by Albert Pike, 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. And obviously the dude is very influential because prophecy, I don't believe in prophecy, but I believe that these motherfuckers were that powerful that, like I said, this is the handbook for all Freemasons to wild out. They know what's going on. And the thing is, these guys don't, when they get agendas set up, when they get shit lined up, they don't do it in years and months and weeks. These niggas think in fucking decades. These niggas think in centuries and shit. And by all means, whatever it takes, they'll get their shit accomplished. The proof is in the book. Read the book and you'll be like, you know, what the fuck? But it's set up for the communists and the Christians to get it on. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be how World War III is. And it also talks in the book about how it'll start in the Middle East. And that shit's already been played out for the last 10 or 15 years. That's how this shit'll start out. It also talks about World War III starting out with strengthening the like I was saying, the communist nations, and they talk about like it was either 20 or 40 years in between each wars. And then that's how the shit played out in the book and in real life. Whether it was 20 or 40 years, these wars are separated within, you know what I'm saying, 20 or 40 years apart from each other. And the Korean War happened, like, 20, 40 years after World War II. And that was the beginning. That was the actual beginning of World War III. And that was us going in and weakening all the opposition for the communist dictators, China and whatnot, on that side of the nation. And also the Nazis were taken out, which was able to strengthen up Russia, the which was another communist nation. In America, we just what would we do? All we did is sit back and got rich. We got super rich, super fat, super smart, and nobody can fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? Except for the communist nations. And they would see, the thing is, you watch the news, and the news wants you to believe that the Arabics are your enemies. And that's not even the case. They want you to believe that people that wear these are the bad guys, and they're not. The real bad guys wear suits and ties, and they all shake hands and shit, and they don't give a fuck about you because you're on a stock market, and as quick as you die, they get refunded. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they go to, when you see any wars popping off, they don't give a fuck about civilian casualties for one fucking reason. That's because they're getting paid. Dead bodies. Fucking man, woman, child, grandma, it doesn't matter. They're getting, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? As long as them countries have the money to pay for your ass being fucking destroyed, it's on and popping, because they're all fucking in the same, they're all in cahoots together. They're all Masons, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna back each other no matter what when it comes to this Illuminati shit. They're gonna take over the fucking world, you know what I'm saying? So read that book, check it out, man. It's super deep, it's super real, it's super fucking truthful. But don't look, I got some real shit. There ain't gonna be no nuclear war. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna use nuclear wars because or nuclear weapons. And if they do, it'll be like small shit. It's not gonna be nothing to destroy cities, and that's just some whole other new shit they want you to fucking. It ain't gonna be like that. Why? Because like I said, it's all about fucking money. There ain't no country alive that can drop bombs and be able to pay for everybody that dies. There ain't no fucking way. And beyond that, America and a lot of cities around the world are so fucking built up, and they're already set up. Why would you destroy all this shit? You know what I'm saying? Why would you? Because once you drop bombs, you can't go back there. There ain't no fucking, you know what I'm saying, that the whole everything you just bombed ain't worth shit no more because of the radiation and whatnot. So, and it's all about real estate. This whole world is about real estate. So they're not gonna fucking drop bombs. That's some whole ass propaganda shit. Don't worry about that type of shit. What you gotta worry about is that biological shit. That bomb that's gonna blow up over top of your city and rain down that shit on you and your family and just kill all the humans, anything that lives and breathes. And then the whole city stay intact, all the infrastructure, all the power grids, everything is still there except for all of us. That's what you got to worry about. Nuclear war shit, that's old school. That's last century. Nobody's fucking with that no more. That's old news. Like I told you, the news ain't telling you shit. You got to go out and find the motherfucking real knowledge. The real knowledge is here, you know what I'm saying? You just got to go grab that shit, find it, you know what I'm saying? Cipher through it, and do the right thing. Make people around you aware, and bring facts to them. Make sure that they can research for themselves and see what you're saying ain't bullshit. See what, you know what I'm saying, what you're talking is real fucking shit. And it's gonna affect everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep making videos and keep making videos until I see y'all niggas making videos. You know what I'm saying? And get me aware of some shit I might not know. That's what it's about. It's about knowledge. It's about being conscious and looking out for each other. Because ain't nobody looking out for us. Not even each other. And we need to change that shit up, man. And check out that Morals and Dogma. And don't forget, you on Wall Street. You worth a whole bunch of fucking money, man. So, and you a corporation to America. They don't fucking love you. They love the fact that you make them money. And that's it. Your church loves you because your ass gives them fucking money. That's it. They don't give a fuck about you. So, recognize that, man. And I hate to be so dark on a Saturday, but I'm fucking tired. and I got a cookout to go to. So it is what it is. I love everybody. God's son, one thug, one love. Man, please do some fucking research, man, and get everybody aware that this shit is fucking wicked, bro. They gonna come strong at all of us. So, man, be alive, man. Be conscious. Let everybody know, man. Don't sound like a fool. Do your own research with your own motherfucking eyes to know what you're fucking talking about is real, and know that what you passing on is genuine. First and foremost, make sure anything you try to tell the public or anything around you is 100. It's solid as a fucking rock. It's in stone. And you know, I love everybody, man. Stay up, man. Stay loyal to the real fucking God. One thug, one love. God's son. Enjoy this beautiful ass day. I love everybody, man. Amen.